Hey, welcome to North Carolina. We're in beautiful Bryson City in western North Carolina, and we're going to be taking a scenic tour today on the 1702, which is a 1942 steam locomotive built by the Baldwin Locomotive Works in Philadelphia, PA. So come along with us as we explore the 1702 and take a scenic ride. So the very loud noise you're hearing is right up here, and that is a steam turbine to generate electricity for the operation of the engine. So it runs off steam, it turns a generator called a steam dynamo. All right, so I'm here with James. He's a fireman sitting kind of in the left seat, and then the opposite seat over there is the engineer. James is going to tell us kind of what his job is. It's hard to hear. That's a generator up there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a steam-powered generator.
Steam-powered turbine generator up there, which is going around, which kind of makes it hard to hear. But James, what does the fireman do?
The fireman controls the fire, keeps the pressure up, and the water up. Because if your pressure drops, your cylinders aren't going to work. Your water goes down, you ain't got steam, and it all runs by the steam.
Yeah.
So you got to keep both of them up pretty high. All right, this here is the blower. Controls the draft for the heat. The atomizer also helps with the flames. This is our fuel level. All our pressure gauge, atomizer gauge, water glasses. Up there's for all our blowers, dynamo. Over here, same gauges. That's the throttle and reverser, which controls it going forward and backwards, and the speed.
So we're out here with conductor Josh. Josh is going to give us a couple of facts, maybe about the engine, which we know is a Baldwin locomotive engine, and some of the cars and where they came from.
So a lot of this is a mixed bunch acquired from different railroads and different railcar agencies. A lot of them were former ACL or Pennsylvania, Norfolk Southern, from their first steam program. The locomotive 1702 is a S-160 built in 1942 for the U.S. Army Transportation Corps. It never quite made it to Europe for World War II. It stayed in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, then was sold and converted from coal to oil in 1946, and then stayed most of its life on the Reeder Railroad, then went to in Arkansas, and then went to Fremont, Nebraska on the Fremont, Elkhorn, and Southern there, and then from there we purchased it in about 1990s, and we've had it ever since. And then a lot of our other stuff is, like I said, Pennsylvania Railroad, and just a mixed batch of locomotive or cars and stuff.
So what's the vintage of most of these passenger cars?
70 to 80, maybe 100 years old, a few of them. We have one down there, it's called the Crescent. That was an old Southern Railway car. And then we have two Canadian National passenger cars that were used in commuter service. They were built in about the 1920s, and also the Crescent was built in the 1920s. So, yeah, like I said, it's a mixed bag.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Joe. All right. So we get these nice complimentary little tumblers here, and soft drinks, and then a little something to go in that.
Farms out here. We're going to go 1 hour and 15 minutes eastbound, stop, spend about 1.5 hours in Dillsboro, and then come back the same way.
It didn't take us a trip here between the cars. So, there's the car behind us right there. She's kind of moving around on the tracks. I guess that's a brake wheel. We don't want to touch that. And here's our view. That's Highway 74 above us, if you're familiar with the area. And we're being pulled by diesel electric, and then on the way back will be pulled by the steam. We got some interesting rock formations, a lot of rock in the area. And I could imagine that some of these rocks come tumbling down and do contact the track, as well as many trees. We got a tree right here that, obviously has fallen. And from time to time, those things do have to be cleaned up. Coming around a turn here, you can see the head of the train. And back behind us is the back of the train, so it's easy to see in a curve. Now, if you ever see the movie The Fugitive, this is the train wreck from The Fugitive, coming up here on our right. So we made it to Dillsboro, North Carolina, and we got Innovative Brewing right over there. We're going to go check that out. They had to disconnect the train back here because it cannot block traffic. So we'll see how it goes. Got about 600 people departing from the train. I think Dillsboro has a population of about 300 maybe. So there's the front of the train.
We've got an engine coming down the track. We don't want you to get run over.
We don't want to get run over. We got an engine coming down the track. We're here at Innovative Brewing, got us a nice light lager, and we're going to see how that is. And there's quite a selection up there of beers to choose from. So it says right there on the sign, if you can see it, it says "Drink Up Grinches." So us Grinches are going to drink up here for about an hour and a half before we step back on the train. All right, we had a good time at Innovative Brewing. Had a couple of brews while we were there, so it's time to board back up and head back. You know, here's a good car here, the Southland. Very appropriate since we are in the Southland. So I'm here with Bill, and Bill's going to tell a story. You know, you got to get on this train because it's leaving with or without you. So what happened, Bill? Did anybody ever?
Yeah, I had a young gentleman who was at the bar down here about this summer, He actually came out and thought he was going to chase the train with his beer and jump on. He missed it. Cost him $145 to get back 12 miles with the cab company. And then last year we had a young lady in a red shirt who had to go get that last smoke out in the wilderness, and she missed the train.
So obviously it pays to be on time here, because there's no good easy way to get back, and not a lot of high-end hotels out here either.
And that was our 5-minute warning right there. You hear the 5 whistles, we're getting ready to roll. We hold it for nobody, sir.
We hold it for nobody.
We hold it for nobody.
So we are leaving the quaint town of Dillsboro, and I don't know if you can hear that or not, but we are under steam power to head back. What we've got coming up here is the steam yard, where some service and maintenance is done, and also the restoration of the steam locomotives. So in just a minute we'll be approaching the steam yard. So here is the steam yard, where the service and maintenance is done, and they got some razor wire around that fence and stuff, so they definitely don't want you coming in here you know, this is an old Amtrak train right here. On the other side, these are the open air gondola cars that are used in the summertime, and another Amtrak baggage train. And we're back to the train wreck scene right here. Kind of coming up here on the trestle, and you can just see how close these rock outcrops are. I mean, we are right here on the rocks. And we're going to go over the trestle. Right here. And then from that trestle, we go right in here to the tunnel. And it's a tight squeeze here. And we're still standing between the cars right here. I mean, this is our little window there, and got a little window right here. So that's it. We're out of the tunnel. It's always great to go around these turns and kind of see the whole train. Of course, we can't see the steam engine up front, but every now and then we see a little bit of steam coming out of it. It's about, a good 10 cars up ahead of us, and I'm just too lazy to walk all the way up there. You know, we're walking up through cars, and some of these have windows, nice wooden windows that open up, beautiful wood finishes and so forth inside, and different configurations with tables. Kind of tour through a couple different cars here. You can see how ornate some of these are, and you gotta stay on your feet here, man. This thing moves around a good bit, and whoops, sorry. Got a little dessert service going on here. We've got a nice snack car right here. Not a bad snack car. Got places to eat, Coke machines. So this is the snack car. So we're kind of up near the front, see if we can get a shot of the engine going around the turn here. See, I can zoom in a little. Beautiful view in the winter time, and I think in the summertime with all the foliage on the trees you wouldn't have quite this view. So I would say the fall, the late fall, would probably be one of the best times to come up here and just see the beauty of western North Carolina. So we're back with James. It's the end of the day, and James, if you remember, is our fireman.
Fireman, yeah.
And how many gallons of water did we use?
Roughly 5,000 to 6,000 gallons.
5,000 to 6,000. And how many gallons of number 4 fuel oil?
Probably about 400.
All right, so that's our run, and that's going to do it for us here on Classic Performance. That's James and the 1702 at the Great Smoky Mountain Railroad. Hey, thank you for joining us. Take care. Have yourself a great day.